Hi everyone, it's Marisa Williams with Southern Technical College, and we're going to do some algebra stuff today. Oh my gosh, doesn't that look scary? There's numbers, there's letters, there's exponents, and a division sign. Oh my. How do we do this? Let's do it step by step. First, let's look at our numbers. We got all these numbers with exponents, but let's just look at the numbers 12 and 36. What do we know about that? Is there a number that goes into both of those? Yes, there is. In this case, 12 goes into both of them. 12 goes into 12 one time, and 12 goes into 36 three times. So that big scary thing really reduces to 1/3. 12 over 36, same as 1/3. And now that we know that, let's look at our individual letters. So let's start in alphabetical order. We'll start with A. Now, when we're dividing exponents, we're actually subtracting. We're saying the top minus the bottom. In this case, with the A, we have -5 on the top and 3 on the bottom. So that's the same as if we said A to the -5 minus 3, or A to the -8. Now, if it's 8 and it's negative exponents mean we're reversing the order. So in other words, a negative exponent is going to go on the bottom here. So next to our 1/3, we're going to have A to the 8th. So let's look at our B's. In this case, we have 6B on a B to the 6 on top and B to the -2 on the bottom. That's the same as if we had 6 minus a -2, which is the same as 6 plus 2, or 8. And it's a positive 8, so this time it's going on top. That's right. So now let's look at our next letter. Now we've got C, and C is by itself. Is there another C on the top? No. Do I need to do anything to it? No. Is it changing positions? No. So it's literally just going to cozy in next to his buddy there on the bottom, C4. All right, now let's look at D. On the top, we've got 12. On the bottom, we've got a -3. That's the same as if we said 12 minus a -3. That's the same as 12 plus 3, which gives us 15. And that's positive, so it's going on the top. That's right. All right, now let's look at our E. We've got an E, but we've only got one, and he's by himself. It's a -16, so negative exponents are going to go on the bottom. So that means our final answer is going to be 1 B to the 8th, D to the 15th, over 3 to the 8th, C to the 4th, E to the 16th. Now, do I have to have this one here? I don't. It's just a place marker. I can erase it, okay? So really, I'm just looking at B to the 8th, D to the 15th, divided by 3, A to the 8th, C to the 4th, E to the 16th. All right, traveling over here, we got another scary one, right? Let's kick it up a notch. All right, 54, X to the 15, D to the -2, Y to the 3rd, Z to the 5th, all divided by 108, C to the -3, X to the 17, Z to the -7, Y to the -3. Again, it looks scary, but let's focus on our numbers first. 54 over 108. What number can go into both of those? Well, I know 5 plus 4 is 9, and 1 plus 0 plus 8 is 9, so the whole thing is going to be divisible by 9. So let's look at that. 54 divided by 9 gives us 6. 108 divided by 9 gives us 12. Wait a minute, we can divide by 6 again, and what we work out to do is 1/2, right? Because 6 divided by 6 is 1 time, and 6 goes into 12 twice. And if we want to double check that, 54 plus 54 gives us 108, so that makes sense that it does work out to be 1/2. All right, now let's look at our letters. And if we look in alphabetical order, we have a C to the -3. Do we have another C? No. So if it's a negative, we want positive exponents in our answer. So that means we're going to change the position. We're going to flip it on top. So C3 goes on top of our 2. We don't need the 1 as a placeholder. We can get rid of it. So that's why we have it like that. Next letter we have is D. D is by itself again, but it's a -2. We're going to switch positions. We're going to flip that bad boy on the bottom here. And if we look at our answer, that's why we did it like that. So D is on the bottom, C is on the top. They changed positions because they were negative exponents. All right, now let's look at our X's. On the top we have X to the 15. On the bottom we have X to the 17. That's the same as if we said X to the 15 minus 17, which gives us -2. And -2 means that we are actually going to switch positions here, and this should actually be on the bottom because it's a negative exponent, right? So that's why it's on the bottom here as a negative exponent. So x squared on the bottom. All right, now we've got a y. On the top we got 3y, y to the third. On the bottom we got y to the negative third. At first glance, you're like, oh, well, positive, negative, they must cancel each other out, right? Remember, we got to say top minus the bottom. And when we say y, 3 minus a negative 3 turns into 3 plus 3. That's y to the 6th. That's a positive 6, so it's going on the top there, right? So that's where we got it, next to the c on the top. And finally, we got our z's. Let's take care of that. On the top, we got 5. On the bottom, we got negative 7. And if we said 5 minus a negative 7, that's the same as if we said 5 plus 7, which should give us 12. Actually, and I wrote the wrong answer. Let me borrow that pen. It's not 8. It's 12. Sorry. All right. So z to the 12th on that one. Sorry, I was trying to be quick on the video, so I made a mistake, but that's okay. We're all human, and I got you the right answer. So, but just remember, when you're doing your exponents like that, if you're dividing exponents, you're actually going to subtract those numbers. So remember, just like with our x's, even though we had 15 on the top and 17 on the bottom, we're saying 15 minus 17. That gives us our negative 2. That's why that goes on the bottom. So we will review more stuff with exponents coming up, but there's a little bit to get you started, and hope you all have a great rest of the day.